12. Let no man despise thy youth. Now, Timothy was only about, 20 or 21. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word. Well, how can you do that in word? You learn it. You exercise your mind in it. Then you're ready. Timothy was. He had two good teachers besides Paul. He had Eunice and he had Lois, his mother and grandmother. His father is never mentioned. In conversation, in other words, you keep that conversation going, you gain in it. In charity, that is to say, love of the community, of your neighbors. In spirit, that is to say, in the Holy Spirit, let the unction and spiritual discernment come into you, whereby you know what is right when you hear it, and what is wrong. Without it is just your ability with that spiritual discernment to know. You can meet somebody and in 5 minutes you got them pretty well figured out, because you can witness their spirit. That spirit comes forth. And then plus that love in spirit, test that spirit in faith. Always let your faith be strong. You can count on God. Everything He has ever said or taught has come to pass exactly as it's written. There's no ifs, ands, or maybes. It always comes to pass as the Word says it will if you know how to read it, if you understand it. Therefore, God's not going to lead you down Primrose Lane. He's always going to take care of you. But what Paul is saying here, and you remember back in a prior chapter, he said, it was verse 6 of chapter 3, not a novice. That means somebody that just comes into the Word and said, I'm going to start teaching. Well, you're not ready. But Timothy had at least 7 years, and probably more than that, quite frankly, if the truth was known. He was 13 when Paul came by the first time, but I think Lois and Eunice probably had him going a long time before that. And then 7 years later, he has studied. And it wouldn't be natural that many elders, when a 21-year-old came by and was teaching God's Word,